Well, boys and girls, this isn't the pumpkin. This has got blue hood. I don't know if you've ever been in here. Yeah, nice piece of tape, huh? At night, that damn radio is too bright, so I threw the tape over it. But I haven't done any night running in a long time. This one had, I don't know, somebody buggered something up in the corner. It messed up the heater and air conditioner in the corner, so we took that out. Took the bunk out. Still a storage cubby to access from the outside. And that seats out of like a 90 or 92 Dodge Caravan. Something like that. That's where the kids grew up. For the most part. They grew up in a cab over Freightliner before that. The 2x6 is covering the seam in the floor because there's a hump there. Had to do something for the matting so it works. And we used to have a porta potty that was shoved over there in the corner. Worked out awesome. Put the windows in it, but I didn't know how the hell to finish the inside, so the inside never got finished. It's in better shape than the other one is. So, yeah, this one's the one I spent a lot of time in hauling silage and hauling grain. Anymore, she gets pulled out like once a year. I think I did a video on it last year, actually, showing the tailgate and stuff. Hydraulic tailgate. The bed actually came off of the little cab over. And, yeah, we stretched this truck, we stretched it to the back instead of in the middle. Threw a drop on the back. So right now, you know, it's only got 5 ton on the back, and I got to do some backing around, so I can't even use the drop. I just got to go really easy because the front of the bed's not on the frame. But the drop's still got at least one tire on the ground. That'll do to change here in a minute. I just hope I can get backed around so I can get where I need to go. Oh, I talked to Tom this morning. He's got a truck to go fix and a couple other things. He's supposed to call me again at lunch and let me know. Hopefully he'll get that pump today. Hopefully. Yeah, he's not sure. He's kind of, they run a machine shop, and used to be a machine shop and a cabinet shop, and outfit he works for, they don't do near the machining anymore. They still have a few select customers, I should say. We're one of them. One of the few, because we've been with them for like 30 years. That's the only reason we can get stuff done from them, and they're reasonable. Tom doesn't mess around. I mean, he does mess around because he's got other things he has to do, but as far as getting something done when he has the opportunity to work on it, he gets it done. No worries there. You know, I know it's taking him some time, but he's also checking every little thing. Make sure nothing's going to be haywire on that pump, which I appreciate that. Most outfits would just screw with it. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, my drop's dragging the ground. That's straightened up. That's the bad thing. I got enough weight back there that everything's flexed. And I'm going to see if I can park it crosswise. Just past that bin. I might have to get number 1 to open the gate. I might have to back in by the feed barn and come around. In the meantime, look at that clean window. There you go, Andy Detweiler. There's my clean window for you. And the fun part here is there's a drop off, as most of you've probably seen when I was coming through with the semi hauling hay up here. Oh, just one more thing to make it fun. But my plan is nose up over there, back around over here. Oh yeah, and I still got to fix a mirror. That stinking idiot mirror up there got moisture in it. A few years ago, we got down to the teens, and it was full of water when it did it. So it busted the hell out of it. Broke the mount and everything else. So, anyway. And she's standing here waiting for me. Duh, what's going on? Let's get to work. So, we're going to get to work. We're going to blow it right into there with that tube laying on the ground. That's the plan. Probably tie it with a piece of twine and it's going to float around in there, but as long as it stays in, I don't care. It It's blowing in. I had to put a bucket under it and tie it back. But it's going in. Barely. And she's working that in. Can't get the truck any closer, so I hope she's got enough hose. Actually, I can pull ahead and she go over the racks, but that's a pain. Yeah, a little bit of dust. A little noisy too. And real staticky. That barley was that way too. Because the barley had the suction hose all full of stuff. This is the other hose. Just don't make it spark, it'll be alright. So, hopefully that stays there. Doesn't take off and blow all over. I'll go find something else to do. Some stuff to move. The old bars we used to use when we hauled a lot of small bales. That was my good set. Loved those. The old air intake off the dead truck. You know, just little stuff. There used to be, well, that's actually a fence post we used when we got the bed up on the truck. But there used to be some round posts across to hold that. And, you know, they rotted out. There are still, you can kind of see. Those up there are still there holding that. Next section up was an old square one. Here's what's left of this pile. Freaking great eggers got in here, and then the dogs chasing the great eggers. And I don't know if that's great egger poop or almost looks like it might be coon poop or something, but I don't know. Maybe the cat's been sneaking in here too. Who knows? But I think I'm going to put the bucket back on the loader. Of course, I'm going to move this stuff first. And I'm just going to see how much of that I can skim up and then take a shovel and finish it. Dump it over the fence for the cows. Well, some of it might be cracked enough or whatever that the cows can digest it. Calves get to it, at least they can digest it. But yeah, frickin' little great eggers have had fun in here. One of these posts, that post on the outside, they've got a freaking hole in beside it. And that post the other side of the baler, they got a hole back this way from it a little bit. Never had great eggers down here before. They used to always be at the top of the driveway and in the edge of the pasture we had out front. Now they're all the way down here. And trust me, they're a pain in the butt. And I haven't heard her screaming, and sounds like grain's still moving. So things must be going all right back here. Dust coming out of the bin. Must mean grain's still going in. Yeah, if we'd have set the auger up and done it that way, we'd have a big mess on the ground. Luckily, moving the truck, I don't see where I lost any. So, yeah, it is what it is. We'll get her done. Not quite warm enough to run the combine yet, but getting close. So as soon as she's done, we'll probably get it moved and get started on that. Hopefully that goes good. I still got Dad had an old chunk of aluminum, I don't know, tent stake or something, a tall one. Had a 3-pound coffee can bolted on the end of it for scooping. And, you know, not much left in the bottom of that, so I gotta fix it. Because I ain't into climbing into the bin to get a sample. I just don't work that way no more. And the plan is put the header on here and go up, because we're going where the taller trees are there in the middle of the screen, right on the other side of that. About 40 acres there on the hill to do. Then from there, hopefully, we can avoid traffic and go down the other side of the hill and go up the next one and get to another about 45 acres up there. And we'll probably leave the combine up there because that's where we started with the spring planted stuff, and I don't know how close to ready it is. If it's ready, we'll just go right into it. Otherwise, we'll take a break for a few days and get something else taken care of. So, more fun. Fun in the sun. Kind of running out of hose. Can't reach too far. I just see later that way down and get home with it. Just won't get stuck on it. So there it is. Sucking it up. It's the little things that get in the way that slow everything down. I need that auger. I also need that hopper, and we'll use it to run screenings into. But you notice what I got to move to get the auger out? And the disc is in the way to get to that tin, but that's okay because the disc can go on that tractor anyway. I don't know where to put the harrow yet. Until there's a different tractor in front of the disc, it's not going on the disc. And I got to move those rakes, which I figured out where to put those. I go right back there beside the trailer. In the meantime, just one more thing to slow us down for getting in the field. I mean, yeah, okay, we can go around now, but I can't unload trucks. Don't even know if the trailer's in good enough shape. We might have to tape some holes, who knows? I hope not. Hopefully just knock a little crap out of the corners and go. So yeah. Number one, still putting air in the tires on the blue truck. Bad thing, when they set, they go down. And I still got a tire to put on it. Not a big deal. Once she's got everything aired up, we're running up on a block. I don't need a jack. Nice thing about Bud wheels. So I gotta go move a bunch of stuff. It's hooked up so we can get pulled out and get the header put on a combine. Gotta do that here in the middle of the yard. Trailer's on. The other truck's back in the shed for the night. Yeah, something about grabbing a hold of that hot metal and trying to work with it tonight. Yeah, I don't think so. Auger's down there hooked on the skid steer for now. We'll hook a tractor to it where it's at and run it. Get whatever's in it out. Usually starlings. And we'll go from there. I'll probably throw some air in these back tires. I'd rather have them a little hard than too soft. And yeah, more stuff I should do today, but it's too damn hot to keep doing it. Trailer doors are still open. Haven't even looked inside it yet. I'm sure there's, well, not only a bunch of dust, but a mess in it. Of course, there's a rock under the door. Oh well. So, there's the end of your video. I mentioned that trailer had been laid on its side. That's what the funny spot is in the middle. It's a section they had to put in it. Tarp shot. Yay. Tarp on the other truck shot too. Tends to happen when they're that old. Especially, you know, the other truck, it doesn't set out, but the trailer does. And not like I got the money to replace 2 tarps at the moment, so it just means we hope we don't get caught with some rain with a loaded trailer or a loaded truck. The truck will still be alright, it'll back in the shed, but the trailer we can't. When you remember last year, that bay, middle bay in the barn was open, and that's where the tractor and trailer sat for 2 weeks while it rained. The day we finished combining, we didn't even get the combine home, and it was dumping. We got the trucks home first, got them backed in beforehand. You know, and it didn't let up for 2 weeks, so not like you can sit out here and unload in the rain when it was dumping like it was. And haven't got a damn thing now, so still nothing in the forecast. So, and if we do get some rain, hopefully we'll have the trailer empty before it gets rained on. Ain't so bad then. Open the gates and let the water flow out. So there's the end of your video for the day. Tuesday. Tom didn't finish the pump. He was still working on a truck when I talked to him a few minutes ago. So hopefully tomorrow he'll have that done. And they'll have someplace to go with that traveler besides the middle of the yard. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate that if you do.